LM Studio allows you to quickly discover large language models. Start a server, a local server, to serve your large language model. So right on, click download for Llama 3. Now, you can also chat with your AI right here. You can have inference parameter like the temperature. I want to cook pizza. Help me prepare. This is a local server tab, allows you to configure and launch your server. A good thing is templates to help you get started with your application. Today's demo, we are going to make an AI assistant. Don't forget to give us likes, leave your comments, share us to your friends, and also subscribe to our channels. We have YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook. We are going to talk about LM Studio. LM Studio is an application. You can download it to your laptop. It allows you to quickly discover large language models or small language models for 5.3 mini and download it so that you can run it locally on your laptop. And when you have downloaded, you can have LM Studio start a server, a local server, to serve your large language model. And this is what we are going to do today. Now, the first thing is you go to LM Studio and download the application and you install it. So here it is. That's the website, lmstudio.ai. So yes, you come in here to this website, you download to whatever your laptop is running on. I am using M1, so yes, I can run LLM on my M1. This is actually empowered by the Llama 3 CPP project. So thank you very much, team. You make a community better. All right, so I assume that you have installed your app and it's actually going to look like this. So when you launch your application, LM Studio right now is version 2.0.21. It's going to look like this. And you can search your model right here. But on the home page, you can already see models that you can download. So right on, click download for Llama 3 8 billion parameter instruct version. Just do it now. It would take about 5 minutes. And by the way, you also have other models that you can download and play with. Here is the stable code instruct 3B. I believe it was released. Let's see, can I see? It was released a few weeks ago. Sterling was about a few weeks ago too. Gemma 2 is right here. I have downloaded it. File 2 is here. And you know what? File 3 is here as well. So to search for file 3, you can just do this. Here we go. Microsoft File 3 Mini 4K version. Instruction training. I just download the queue for the quantization to Int4 to my laptop. It's only like 2.3 gigabyte in size. That's it, guys. So come here to this, search for the model you want and download it. Now you can also chat with your AI right here in LM Studio. Here we go. This is the AI chat section. Come to this tab and then you can start with your chat. First thing is you need to select the model you want to chat with. So let's go with a small model like Gemma 2 billion parameter. So it's loading model to the memory and you can start chatting. Here we go. This model is loaded, but before I chat with the model, so I'm going to walk you through the panel on the right. This is a preset. So I believe you can change the preset to change something. The collection of pre-made configuration files. I will leave it for now. I think this is advanced usage. For now, I think it's safe to select this Google Gemma Instruct in order to be paired with the model that you are using. So I'm using Gemma 2 billion parameter Instruct, so I should use a preset that is suitable for Gemma. This is a system prompt. The system prompt is the first thing that you send to AI or you send to large language model in order to prime them to act in the way that you want. Usually it will be like adopting persona. You should be a friendly assistant. You should be answering in this way, blah blah blah. So you can learn about system prompt on the internet, but I think I'll make a free course about prompting engineering very soon. So for now, I'm going to skip the system prompt section. Oh, I can just say that. Okay, you are a helpful and polite assistant. That's it. It can be as simple as that. Advanced configurations. You can toggle this advanced configuration over here. You can go see hardware settings. So I'm using M1, so I have this one. You can have inference parameter like the temperature means creativity, right? The more temperature, the likely the AI will generate creative results. So if you want facts, just reduce it down. So maybe I would just reduce it to only 20%. Top case sampling, this is like sampling from top 40 tokens and then you answer. Yeah, so these are the parameters that you can tweak so that you have the AI, the LLM, will perform differently. You can read more in here. I'm not going to dive in there today. So prompt format. So if you are actually going down to the low level code to send to the LLM API, this is the structure that you need. But luckily, LLM Studio will handle everything for you. So you don't need to do that. But if you're an expert user, you can provide your custom prefix, something over here, prompt format. Model initialization. This is where you can change the context length and the prompt evaluation batch size right here. But it actually, can I see it here? It doesn't have a model card so that I can see easily here. Anyway, so this is the context length. Gemma support up to about 8K, right? This is 8K token size. 8,000 context length. But this application, LLM Studio, limits it to, right now, the preset value is limited to about 2K. So you can actually change that number. So perhaps I want to increase it to 4,000 context length. Now I need to reload the model. See, after I change, I need to do that. I just click that, reload the model. There we go. Okay, where were we? So we were at the model initialization. You have this model inspector as well. Oh, right here, you can see the metadata of the models. This model is Gemma 2B instruction, architecture of the Gemma. Context length that this model can handle is this much. Embedding, we're talking about embedding later in the future, number of layers and so on. So these are the model parameters. You can see it over there. Context overflow policy. Basically, it's a way to handle what happens if now my message, including the chat history, is exceeding the maximum number of the tokens that the model can handle. So this model can handle about 8,000 tokens. But if you keep having a conversation with the bot and now it's approaching 8,000 and now it's exceeding, what are you going to do? This is your policy. There are 3 options here. You can stop it at the limit. You can keep the system prompt and the first user message and truncate the rest. Or you can maintain a rolling window and truncate past messages. Now you discard the first messages, first batches of tokens, and you move the window along. So you can choose which one you want and which one perform best in your application. But for now, I will just stick it with here. This is notes, auto save notes. I haven't used it. So yeah, these are the right panels, the setting panels that you can tweak to your applications. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to ask it to help me prepare to cook a pizza. Let's do that. I want to cook pizza. Help me prepare. Remember, this is Gemma 2 billions parameter. should be some good performance right here. Step 1, gather your ingredients. These are the ingredients: pizza dough, tomato sauce, cheese, favorite toppings. Good. Preheat the oven, preheat the dough, this much. I honestly don't know, I haven't cooked pizza before, but it seems like asking this to Gemma 2 is not too bad. Oh, now, like, so many steps, that's why I haven't cooked it myself. 7 steps already. Now, tips: use high quality ingredients for the best results, of course. Don't overcook the pizza. Okay, sure. Alright, that's it. I think it has... Oh wait, maybe continue. Has it finished? It has finished. So I want to ask about favorite toppings. You mentioned toppings. Suggest me 10 items. It has memory built in. So if it doesn't have a memory, it will ask me, it will give me just some random answer, but not, it knows now that we are still talking about pizza. So basically, with LLM Studio, you can load your chosen model and you can chat with it. You have a memory with it. So you can carry a conversation. You can work. You can let it help you work. So these are the top 10 toppings that it can recommend me. Pineapple. Seriously? Well, I personally like it, but I'm not sure about other people, especially Italians. Let me do this. Pineapple. Seriously? What in the... Whoa! Does it know culture? I'm not able to I'm not able to suggest pineapple as a topping, as it's not traditional pizza topping. Oh, good answer. I think our Italian will approve this answer. Anyway, let's move on. So we now know that you can have your chat over LLM Studio. What if you want to build an application and ship it off to other people so that you can demo your application? Then what you need is to host your LLM, your chosen LLM from your laptop, and you build Gradio, and then you send your Gradio to other people. Here we go. So what we are going to do is we are going to eject the model. So I'm not going to use Gemma anymore. What I want to test is Meta Llama 3 Instruct. So again, by the way, I have come to this tab. This is a local server tab. Allows you to configure and launch your server. On this right panel, you have a way to configure your server. I'm going to use a default port, 1234, very creative port number, and other configurations as is. Now this is going to support chat completion, embeddings, and models. So yeah, this is the endpoint that this API will support. Also, this is about embedding, but we are not going to touch over it today. You can explore it. Seems like the Nomic embedding model is a popular one. You can do that as well. All right. Also, hang on the right hand side, you still can configure your LLM, right? So let's load up Meta Llama 3 Instruct here. This is a 7 billion parameter, but quantize it to int4. Loading takes about 10 seconds or so. After you have loaded, you will see some output over here. There it is. So now the server is live. Before I move on to build my app, I am going to take a look at this. So let me just shrink that. So this is a system prompt for this Llama 3. You are a helpful, smart, kind, and efficient AI assistant. You always fulfill the user's requests to the best of your ability. This is very generic prompt, but I guess it works. Here we go. You have others that you can configure right here. Your model inspector, Llama 3, 8 billions, blah, 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 is quantized to this much. The context length is this much. All right. So here we go. And a good thing is LLM Studio actually provides you with some templates to help you get started with your application. This code is a Python code that will make sure if you copy and paste, it will have all the necessary parameters like the base URL, the endpoint that this application will need to connect to. It will have that information ready. You just need to copy and paste and adapt to your needs. In this video, we are going to make, so by the way, this is a one-off chat. You send in message and you get the response back, and that's it. But in this today demo, we are going to make an AI assistant. It will keep chatting with you until you quit. So we are going to do that in Visual Studio Code. So I have copied my code over here, and ahead of you guys, I have pasted in here. Just copy and paste, but also I need to make sure that I have a Python environment run and installed and run properly. So let me show you how it works. Now we are going to go through the code quickly and see what is happening here. So you import OpenAI class, and then you create a client. But now you point this client to your local API that you have set up with LM Studio. You do this by providing base URL, which is here. This is your local LLM hosted on your laptop. A history is a chat history that could happen before, but essentially this is how you are going to set up your system prompt, right? You have a history is a list of dictionary. In each dictionary corresponds to a row of the system and the content. This one is a system message, in which the message is you are an intelligent system assistant. You always provide well-reasoned answers that are both correct and helpful. It might happen that you want to send a user. By the way, the LLM will only answer when you provide it with a user role and user content. So in this case, what is happening is that you are acting as a user. You ask, introduce yourself to someone opening this program for the first time, right? So when you send all of this, you will receive some response back, and the response is going to be that the LLM is explaining what it is. Anyway, so we are going to see that later on. Now, so are now entering the while loop, in which this is acting as a conversation, like a turn-based conversation, and we have to have an escape mechanics at some point, and it's actually here. This is an escape. If it's empty, we will get rid of this loop forever. Anyway, so within this loop, you are sending history to the server, which is now your Llama 3 hosted on your laptop, and the streaming is set to be true. So we are going to receive response token by token, and then we are going to print out. And this is the way to retrieve token by token and print it out. So let's just run that. Here we go. So right now it's handling all this thing. Nice to meet you. Look at that. So the printing out right here. And if you go to what's the word here? LM Studio, you will see that it has received something as well. So yeah, the answer is keep coming in, but it's pretty long. Here we go. The chat history is that it starts with the system message, priming the AI to know what it needs to do. Then it has received this one, a user message, and that's why it's starting to say something, explaining itself, right? So now we are in the loop where it's waiting for our response. Now maybe I would say, help me do this math. 2 times 2 plus 1. It should be equal to 5, right? So here we go. It has received something, but where is it printing? Here we go. easy one. The calculation is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So the answer is 5. If you go back to this, you can see that it has some response too. So basically, you can observe what is happening to your chatbot. Okay, the answer is done now. So in order to escape this loop, I can press escape to cancel. Now, so I'm out of this loop. So basically, when you launch the LM Studio, you open the server, local server, according to this. This is an easy code template that allows you to get starting with your application very. So next, I'm going to build on this. Don't forget to give us likes, leave your comments, share us to your friends, and also subscribe to our channels. We have YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook.